Sesudah itu, I encourage you to interact directly with Pak Paulo by email or everything. Hopefully we can have kita bisa punya kerjasama lebih baik antara, so we can have more closer collaboration between Italy and Indonesia in cloud-based Mikrotik management. Oke, di ITTS sendiri, in ITTS, Pak Koko has been playing around with the system. Hopefully, Pak Koko will do some also helping Pak Paulo to do some demonstration how the system works. So you can do the same thing. You can collaborate with Pak Paulo on this aspect. Hopefully, this knowledge, pengetahuan ini can be distributed and can be distributed to as many Indonesian as possible to make our quality of network to be a much better quality. So thank you very much, Pak Paulo. Thank you very much, Pak Koko. I give the time back to Pak Koko. All the best in the seminar and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ono Widodo Purbo, for your inspiring opening remarks and continuous support for innovation. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Paolo Vicentin is a founder and CEO of Evosit, an Italian software company and creator of Optiwise, a cloud platform for centralized management of Mikrotik networks with features such as provisioning, monitoring, backup, and firmware management. Optiwise manages more than 80,000 devices across 6 countries and works closely with ISPs and RTRWNet operators to reduce manual work and scale community networks. Today, he will share insights on cloud-based Mikrotik management and how these technologies can support community networks as well as enterprise-scale deployments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Paolo Vicentin. Mr. Paolo, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everybody. Selamat sore.
Selamat sore, Mr. Paolo. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for the opportunity. And thank you for having me. 2 words about me. I'm Paolo Vicentin, founder of Evosit and creator of Optiwise. And thank you to Prof. Ono and Pak Koko for moderating, and also to ITTS for hosting this event. Today, it's not a sales speech. It's a hands-on practical session. We'll go from the everyday pain of managing Mikrotik networks to how cloud management or on-premise management changes the game. With a light demo in the middle, also with the thank you for the help with the Pak Koko, that we'll be able also to speak Indonesian, because I know only English and Italian, but it's not no more than this. And well connected to you students, the skills that takes you from the campus to the ISP industry. So let's start and go on. What we will cover today, first, why managing Mikrotik at scale breaks down. Then the core idea, one single pane of glass. Then Optiwise Live, provisioning, monitoring, backup, mass configuration, security. We'll look at RTRWNet in practice, how a small community network grows into a real operator. Then campus to industry, what this means for your careers. And we close with how to get started, plus question and answer, of course. So please keep your question coming. We have 15 minutes at the end, and if the question will be more, we will think about another session of Ask Us Anything. Okay, quick context of who you are. Evosit, is an Italian tech company. We're based in EU, in Italy, and to be more precise, in Trieste. It is in the northern east part of Italy. We are an innovative startup, and OptiWise was born in 2023, and now today over 80,000 devices and across more than 10 countries. One number, sorry, to keep in mind: provisioning a device drops from 45 minutes by hand to about 5 minutes or even less, after we will see. It was built for ISPs, network operator, and very relevant here, community networks, the RTRWNet model. Very, very interesting. So the main question is, how many of you have configured a Mikrotik by SSH or Windows? So now imagine doing that for 200 of them. 4 things breaks as an RTRWNet grows: device by device, so every router set up by hand. No visibility, so you find out the tower is down when a customer calls. Fragile backups, so config lives only on the device. And a failure means hour of rebuild in that case. Risky changes: one firmware push or typo can take the whole network offline. This is the daily life for a growing operator. Here's the shift. Instead of touching each router, you manage the whole fleet from one cloud dashboard or one platform, securely from anywhere. Your fleet, routers, access points, switches, across many sites, connects to OptiWise through a secure agent and orchestration layer. And you stay in control from one dashboard or API you choose. The mental model for today: manage the fleet, don't touch devices. Everything we show in the next comes back to this idea. Okay, at a glance, 6 things. Auto provisioning, so onboarding minutes with templates. Monitoring, so real-time health, alerts, inventory. Backup, so automated backup, one-click restore. Mass configuration, push on thousands of devices with only a single click. Security aspects, so CVE scanning, risk detection, safe rollouts, and automation like jobs, pipelines, and for everything we will see, you will have the API. I don't want to read this, and let me show you in a live demo. Okay, so first of all, I would like to pass my microphone and the floor to Pak Coco in order to let him to share the screen and to start seeing the platform in practice. So let me just disable the sharing screen here, okay? And I will kindly ask Pak Coco to share the screen to show us something related to the platform. Are you able to? Do you have the privilege, the correct rights to do the training screen, Pak Coco?
Okay, Mr. Paula. Thank you. I ask your permission to speak in Indonesian language first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, please. All the participants. I'm sorry, I still not able to speak in Indonesian, but I will work on it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Paula. Baik, Bapak, Ibu, dan teman-teman semuanya. Jadi kita di sesi yang setelah presentasi oleh Pak Paulo, kita akan mencoba dari platform OptiWise-nya. Saya akan share screen terlebih dahulu. Oke, sudah terlihat? Apakah sudah terlihat kira-kira?
Udah.
Oke, siap.
Agak kecil.
Woi.
Di minimize dulu, Pak.
Oh, ini sudah?
Ya, oke.
Oke.
Oke, jadi ini adalah platform dari dashboard OptiWise Di sini nanti ada isinya fitur-fiturnya, ada admin, ada customer, ada user, kemudian ada device-nya, ada perangkat mikrotik. Nanti kita bisa tambahkan beberapa mikrotik di sini. Dan mikrotik di sini nantinya bisa dalam bentuk fisik atau virtual. Di sini saya sudah coba 2 virtual, mikrotik CHR demo, dan yang ini beda versi. Kemudian yang ini adalah fisiknya, sudah saya hubungkan juga. Nah, untuk penambahkan device-nya, kita terlebih dahulu mengunduh ke mikrotik, ke web mikrotiknya. Kita pilih CHR di sini, cloud host-nya, kemudian kita pilih stable, versinya bebas, mau coba versi 6 atau 7 bebas. Nah, nantinya setelah kita memilih versi dan channelnya yang stable, kita unduh yang PDI, FDI ini. Kalau sudah, tadi sudah saya download juga, sudah saya unduh. Nah, kita ekstrak terlebih dahulu. Di sini sudah saya ekstrak. Kemudian kita menuju ke Oracle. Kita bisa pakai bantuan dari VirtualBox bebas, mau Oracle atau yang lain juga nggak apa-apa. Kita klik new dan kita taruh aja mikrotik apa bebas ya, mikrotik coba 3. Dan untuk OS-nya kita pilih Linux 26. Kalau OS versionnya Linux 26 3.4, 5, dan 64 bit. Kita klik next. Kita pakai untuk base memorinya 256 aja karena tidak terlalu berat juga. Kita klik next. Nah, kalau sudah kita next juga. Oke. Kemudian di sini sudah muncul, kita menuju ke setting. Dari setting ini nanti kita klik ke bagian sistem. Di sini di boot device ordernya ada 3, ada floppy, ada optical, dan hard disk. Nah, untuk yang floppy dan optical kita centangnya kita matikan terlebih dahulu. Nah, untuk yang hard disknya baru kita taruh di bagian atas. Oke, kalau sudah kita menuju ke networknya. Networknya kita pakai bridge adapter. Kita pakai yang punya kita di sini, Routek. Punya saya maksudnya ya, adapter. Kalau sudah, kita menuju ke storage, penyimpanan. Nah, di sini ada 2, ada controllers yang ID sama SATA. Yang ID ini yang empty kita remove terlebih dahulu, nanti kalau tidak di remove akan ada sedikit gangguan ketika kita bootingnya ya. Kita remove terlebih dahulu. Nah, untuk yang kontrol SATA ini kita klik yang Mikrotik coba 3. Di bagian sebelah kanan kita choose or create a virtual hard disk. Kita add terlebih dahulu. Kita cari, tadi sudah kita download. Oke, kita open, kita choose. Nah, pastikan actual size-nya sudah 50 MB sesuai dengan yang kita download tadi. Kita klik OK. Browse. Oke. Oke, copy aja. Oke. Kita coba start terlebih dahulu. Kita tunggu terlebih dahulu karena masih starting virtualnya. Oke, kita sudah masuk di load sistemnya. Nah, kita sudah masuk di mikrotiknya yang tadi kita bikin. Nah, tadi memang ada penamaan yang kurang tepat ya, jadi tidak bisa masuk. Mikrotik loginnya kita pakai admin. Passwordnya kita kosongin aja. Kita klik and oke, nggak usah password. Nah, kita sudah bisa masuk ke mikrotiknya. Kemudian kita kembali ke control dashboard. Kita coba add device. Kita coba add device, kemudian kita scroll paling bawah. Nah, di sini kita kasih nama bebas mikrotik demo karena tadi kita pakai mikrotik demo. Oke, device groupnya kita kosongi, kemudian nodes-nya juga, halamannya juga. Kita next. Oke, finish. Ini cuman pemberitahuan aja. Nah, di sini nanti ada comments yang nantinya bisa di copy paste. Kita copy paste dulu. Nah, berhubung di sini juga tidak bisa di paste, kita harus SSH terlebih dahulu lewat command line. Kita cari dulu IP address-nya. Nah, kita sudah dapat IP-nya 192.168.70.159. Kita coba untuk SSH. SSH admin head. Sembilan dua satu enam delapan 70 59. Kita tunggu. Oke, kita sudah bisa masuk. Kita klik yes, ketik yes aja. Kita skip bagian passwordnya. Nah, kita kembali ke dashboard yang tadi. Oke. Kita add device lagi. Oke, kita copy. Ini kita bawa ke yang sudah kita SSH tadi. 722. Oke, kita enter. Kita tunggu aja, mungkin memakan waktu sekitar ya 1-2 menitan. Oke, di sini sudah successful, sudah selesai. Kita kembali ke dashboard, kita reload aja. Nah, sudah terlihat di sini Mikrotik demo 1. Di sini kita sudah bisa menggunakan seperti konsol, Winbox, monitor, kemudian kita bisa nge-backup data yang dari Mikrotiknya, dan kita bisa melihat dari tools-nya, troubleshoot-nya. Kita buka terlebih dahulu salah satu dari konsol. Nah, ini untuk tampilannya. Jadi kita bisa langsung masuk dari sini, tidak perlu kita ke command line cmd atau WSL ya. Kemudian kita masuk ke Winbox. Nah, kita pilih yang versi 4. Masih loading ya. Oke, nah di sini sudah muncul semuanya. Oke, ini adalah tampilan dari Winbox. Ini tadi SSH. Sekarang kita coba untuk monitoring. Monitoring. Oke, kita confirm aja. Oke, monitoring aktif. Nah, kita lihat tools-nya terlebih dahulu di sini untuk lihat troubleshooting yang ada pada Mikrotik. Kita scroll ke bawah. Yang bagian atas ini pemberitahuan update atau upgrade ya. Nah, ini adalah diagnostiknya. Kita run all semuanya aja. Kita coba. Oke, nah di sini kita sudah melihat bandwidth-nya berapa, ping-nya berapa, kemudian trace route-nya dia menuju kemana aja, kita bisa lihat dari sini. Dan ini kita juga bisa ping, bisa bandwidth test, dan IP scan, neighborly scan, seperti itu. Ini yang tools-nya. Kemudian di sini saya menggunakan 2 virtual dan 1 fisik. Dan ada beberapa perbedaan ketika saya menambahkan Mikrotiknya. Kita bisa dilihat di sini tampilannya oke, dan warnanya hijau. Dan ketika kita scroll ke atas, tampilannya merah. Ini juga merah. Ini tandanya ada beberapa masalah dalam Mikrotiknya. Nah, ini sudah saya download juga. Nah, ini untuk yang Mikrotik fisik yang sudah saya sambungkan dengan laptop saya. Di sini ada keterangannya ya. Jadi ada yang tinggi, ada yang kritis. Faktor serangannya di jaringan. Kemudian ada kerahasiaannya, integritasnya, tersedianya. Keterangannya di sini adalah Mikrotik router OS sebelum versi stabil ditemukan mengandung kerentanan. Kerentanan ini memungkinkan penyerang yang terautentikasi untuk mengeksekusi kode sembarang melalui paket yang dibuat khusus. Nah, nantinya mungkin dari perusahaan Bapak Ibu atau institusi Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman, ketika menggunakan platform ini, kalian juga bisa melihat dan memonitoring dari laporan keamanan ini juga. Ini yang fisik cukup banyak. Dan ini untuk yang Mikrotik demo virtual. Di sini juga sama, karena virtual saya menggunakan satu versi di bawah 7. Jadi keterangannya sama, Mikrotik OS sebelum versi stabil ditemukan mengandung kerentanan juga. Itu. Nah, nantinya untuk monitoring kita bisa lihat di menu monitoring. Ini dia akan membuat coding monitoring dashboardnya seperti apa. Dan juga ada backup. Ini ada provision menu yang nantinya akan dijelasin sama Pak Paulo. Nah, di sini kita bisa monitoringnya. Action lognya juga ada. Tampilan yang ada di saya ini adalah tampilan admin, jadi saya bisa menambahkan user. Jadi mungkin mahasiswa saya tambahkan ke sini untuk mencoba, atau mungkin dari Bapak Ibu perusahaan yang menggunakan ini bisa menambahkan usernya di sini. Jadi saya coba tambah user. Kita scroll aja paling lama. Misalkan namanya emailnya apa, kokoasmara@gmail atau email perusahaan Bapak Ibu, kemudian passwordnya bebas. Nah, ini kontak email atau receiving alerts, itu yang kontak email adminnya. Yang search for a customer-nya kita pakai yang trial ini, atau yang punya Bapak Ibu yang nantinya mungkin menggunakan Optimize. Dan save, dan nantinya mereka sudah bisa login menggunakan data yang sudah kita setting. Oke, untuk demo yang dasar basicnya sudah saya jelaskan dari Optimize. Next, we will back to Mr. Paulo. I will hand over back to Mr. Paulo.
Okay.
For that.
Thank you so much. And yeah, let's try to present me a window in order to let me show you some other features on the platform, and yeah, dealing with Mikrotik devices with the platform. Okay. Well, okay. As you have seen, when you first log in, and there's a lot of time once you don't log in, or it's a new fresh login, you will see all the change log of all the new features we have released. But you can just click on got it, and they will disappear, all of them. So okay, let's move here. What I have prepared a GNS3 laboratory in order to let me show you how to add manually this device. It's already done, but by Coco, but just to reply it in English. And at the same time, we will use the provisioner. A provisioner is a Mikrotik device properly configured in order to automatically onboard and configure a brand new Mikrotik devices, just unpacked and connected to the network port. Okay, let's start with router number 2. Okay, I will move here. I will click on our device. I will name it router 02. If I want, I can create groups. I can just give notes or put an address in order to position in the map. And when I click finish, I have the onboarding script, like we have already seen. I can copy, go back in the console of the Mikrotik device router number 2. I just paste, and in a couple of seconds, I will see the router up and running once the onboarding process has ended, like this. Okay. Yeah, now the device will see. Let me just click on refresh list, and I will see the router number 2 up and running and operational. Okay. We can see it in the meantime. Let me just see if it's really connected. Yes, it is. Okay. And here I have the SSH console. Okay. Now let's do the same thing, but without having the IP address of the device, because it just I have just unpacked the device, connected with plugged it in the power, and connected a network device to the provisioner. The provisioner is just a Mikrotik script onboarded in the provisioning area here. Okay, I can click add the provisioner. It's the same process we have already seen in the adding manually a Mikrotik device. Once I have the provisioner or one or more up and running, what I can do, I can click on devices, and I will see all devices in layer 2 discovery. So it's a neighbor discovery, and now the provisioner, what is seeing on the on its own Ethernet 2 network port, he is able to see these brand new devices. It is not configured. Let's just prove it. Okay. This is the new. Okay. Let's click on. Okay, as you can see, let me just see if I am able to. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to. Okay. To go on with the. Okay. Maybe I'm not able to scroll on this. Small console screen. Okay, but trust me, it's brand new. You can see once you connect, you have to just agree to the end user license. Okay, what we're gonna do here is that just select the device, complete provisioning. I can give a name like router new, router dash new. I click next. I can put the username and the password. It's one. I can select a template. In a couple of seconds, we will see what the template is. For now, let's leave it without the template, and I can click finish. What the system is going to do, first is using the provisioner to connect on layer 2 network using the MAC telnet, and auto configure and auto provision the router. And as the admin password is blank for security reason, the system will auto-generate a random admin password. Don't scare if you lose the password, because having in the platform, you will be able to just reset again the password. So it's not an issue. Okay, let us see if it's still working. Yeah, it is waiting to onboard now. The system is going to, yeah, it's still in progress. Here on the top left, I have the ringing bell that is showing us what are the tasks running. Okay, I can click on refresh. Okay, something is not gone as expected here. Device status, maybe it's not correctly connected, because maybe before I've done something here, I think. Okay, anyway, let's try again. Let me just delete the device. Okay, and add a new one. So let me just do CHR 720 here. Okay, I can configure. I can write router new, apply, and I can connect it with the connector. So Ethernet 2 to the switch. Okay, and let's start it again. Okay, and let's see when it is started and working. Okay, it's still up and running. Okay, let's try again. Device list. Okay, me just refresh here. Okay, good. Let's go with the provisioners and from ARP. Which one will be the new one? Who knows? Let's try to find. Okay, I don't remember which one was the. Okay, let's try this. Otherwise, the 01 final. Okay, complete provision. Router, new one. Let's click on next. Username admin. Next and finish. Okay. Okay, let's see if it's the good one. Okay, still in progress. Yeah, it is the good one because the previous one had this MAC address. Okay, so it should go correctly. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, let's go on with other features. I would like to show you the power of automation. Okay, let's open this router 01. Okay, and just change. As you can see here, we have an identity named router 01v2. We would like to change the identity just to do something simple. v3, okay? And we will use the quick launch feature. So I can select one or even 100 of them. Then I can just click on quick launch and I will select the template set identity. So system set Mikrotik identity. I have a new variable to fill in here, the name of the identity. So I can router 01 v3 demo, okay? And I can just click on launch provisioning. Okay, confirm quick launch, yes. And I have created, the system creates a new job that is already completed because it's pretty simple. And if I move on the SSH, I can see here that the identity has changed. Now, let me show you what is a template. A template is a special way of creating Mikrotik scripts. So here in the provision menu, we have templates. And let me just show you identity. Okay, this is the one we have just used for. I click on edit. As you can see here we have just a simple Mikrotik script with a log and system identity set name with a variable. So we can create how many variables we want in order to automatically complete Mikrotik templates. Okay, this is a simple. I can, for example, create a new one. Let me just add a new template. So I can, for example, set IP on Ether1, for example. I can put the same description, and here I can select from which root OS version to which root of OS version this template works, because sometimes for version to version some command changes. Okay, and in this way I can select 100 devices and the system will skip automatically the one that is not in the range. Okay, now let's add here. So IP, as you can see here, we have implemented a colored version and autocomplete also. Address, IP address, address. Okay, and here I can add a variable. Variable name is IP address. Okay, description is okay. IP address is optional, but okay, I can click on sorry. Variable can be letter numbers underscores IP underscore address. Yes, correctly. Okay, as you can see here, what happened? I have created a variable and I put it inside of the IP address address. What is missing? The interface. Inter1. Okay, or even what I can do is something like no. If tomorrow I have to change and name it heater2, I can just delete it and add a variable interface. Okay, I click on add and I have created two variables. So what's next? Once I have let me just Let me just set IP 00. Okay, just to give a name that I can remember. I click on save. I just move on device list and click on routers I want. I can create a quick launch again and 00. Oh, there are a lot of 00. Okay, let me just search with IP address. Set IP. Sorry, I am unable to find it. Let me just rename it in order to be able to set TP. No, I just set TP on either one. Okay, that one. Okay, let's do it again. Router 1, quick launch, template. I'm so sorry. I don't know why either one is not able to. Okay, I'm sorry, I am unable to find. I have to check why. Anyway, let me just change the name. Let's try last. Okay, set IP Paolo. Okay, save. Let's go back on device and try again. Quick launch. Set IP. No, okay, there is something that is strange here. Okay, I will double check. Anyway, let me just, for example, select. I don't know. This one is a standard, not 1.1, for example. Okay. As you can see here, this is a NAT 1.1 with interface. I will have 3 variables. Why I'm showing this? That the variables are dynamic. I can create templates with how many variables I want, and the system is able to recognize them and automatically render them inside of the provisioning job system. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go on the. Yes, I have. Okay, unchanged. In the meantime, as you can see here, router new one is up and running, and I can check if I am able to connect it. Okay, it's working. It is working. Let's just change the identity name just to do another type of set identity, Mikrotik identity. I can change router new, and I can just click on quick launch and okay, and okay, it's pretty immediate, as you can see. The system is able to also check if template is written correctly. Never you will have a half running of Mikrotik scripts, so that it cannot break and so on. And if you want to have a single source of truth from the Mikrotik device, you can just enable what we name the conf guard. So you activate the conf guard, the system automatically checks the configuration, creates a sort of checksum, and the system optimized is able to detect if someone changed the configuration in the meantime, connecting directly to the router, and you will able to roll back the configuration. Okay, so if I go here to the security menu on the conf guard, okay, I can see here that the system is in sync. But if I go directly to the device and, for example, I change, I don't know, IP address, address 1234, that's 32, interface, ether2, okay, IP address print, okay, I have added the new IP address here. I can see if I force to check that the check is every 5 minutes, I think. Yes, the system is able to detect the drift. So as you can see here, I see that there is something changes unexpected. Okay, and what I can do here, I can just restore the selection, the golden backup, and the system automatically restore the correct configuration. Okay. In the meantime, let's see how backup works. Then I think I will stop because we are pretty near the end of the session, and I have a couple of new slides to show you. But let's have a look on the backup. The backup is automatic. It's cloud-based, and what I can do here, I can see the different days of backup. The backup is binary and also export sensitive, so I can have both of them. And in terms of the configuration backup, I can do a compare, for example, from one version of backup to another. And what I can see what are the changes here from in the configuration. For example, here, as you can see, I have changed the identity. Okay, so those are the changes that. So it is useful. Why? Because sometimes the network is not working as expected, and but some days ago, yes, and I want to see what are the changes that can have affected this type of misconfiguration or whatever it could be. Okay. Okay, so in terms of just a little thing, in terms of monitoring, what we are able also to see, we can configure all the trigger, receive notification. As you can see, okay, device is restarted here. Why? Because I have rolled back the configuration. For rollback in the configuration, restoring backup means rebooting the device. Okay, and the monitoring system shows me. And at the same time, I can also see all the information in terms of graphic data, as you can see here, of every type of information like networking traffic, interface status, CPU, memory, temperature, whatever, everything that can be fetched by SNMP. And I can filter the time range. I can create new templates. I can do a lot of things. We use Zabbix embedded inside, as you can see here. So you can also find a lot of documentation online on how to do things. But we aim to have a very flexible and personalized system, but you can use in just one click if it fits your needs. Okay, this is our philosophy. Okay, coming back to the slides, let me just move to this one. Okay, yes. Just to resume. Okay, a story that maybe someone of you can recognize. You can start with 10 or 20 Mikrotik devices by hand, and it works. You can grow, so you can add optimize, you can add templates, monitoring, backups, onboarding, and yeah, all the system, just adding devices in the platform drops to minutes or even seconds, as you have seen. Then you can scale, so hundreds of devices, multiple villages, same small team, far fewer outages, and you can then go to the next step, like professional, setting up SLAs, because the monitoring is able also to monitor SLAs. Security, you have the CVE scan, the CVE reports. You look and run like a large ISPs with the same platform. The tools don't change who you are. They let you and they let the small also RPLW nets to operate like a big operator, a big ISP. Okay. About the students, about you, students, this is for you. The skilled ISPs and RPLW net rate higher for today, like networking fundamentals, so Mikrotik, router OS, routing, firewall, VPNs, an automation mindset, so templates, APIs, pipeline, so you can treat 1,000 devices like one. Operations and reliability, monitoring, backups, safe change, 24/7. You have the security awareness, so like CVE, CVEs, hardening, compliance, everything you saw mapped to a job. And the best way to learn is to practice on a real platform, which brings me to how you get access. So before this, the proof that the platform works is that actually we have more than 80,000 devices in more than 10 countries. The provisioning breaks from 45 minutes to about 5 or even less. I mean, 30 seconds could be the right number, with virtually zero term sheets. This is in production today from 2023. It's not a prototype. It's a proven platform that's used all around. And okay, as of now, we have to pass here now, depending on who you are. If you are a student here at ITTS, you don't need a trial. We've set up an academic license with PAC COCO, with generous capacity, no expiry for your cloud computing and distributed system coursework. Your professor will give you access to the course free as long as you study. If you instead are an operator or professional running or building an RT/RWNet or ISP, you can start with a free 30-day trial at id.optimize.cloud. You can automatically create your tenant. No credit card, full core features. It was built for Indonesia with Indonesian local payments. We are enabling them after the trial demo if you want to go on. Either way, students learn free through the course and operators try it in production. Okay, so I don't know if I'm able to pronounce correctly, but terima kasih. Thank you very much. That's the tour from the everyday pane to one single pane of glass to running like a large ISP. I would like to thank you very much to ITTS, Prof. Ono and PAC COCO and all the staff. Now, I'd love your question about the platform, about RT/RWNet, or about the skills and careers behind it. And yeah, I will kindly ask the help of PAC COCO also if the question is not in English.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Paolo, for the great live demo. The next session is
Ya, siapa yang nge-end? Masuk lagi aja, masuk lagi. Dia lagi? Enggak, mau masuk lagi. Mana tadi ya? Akunnya ya?
Ini di struktural. Nah. Itu tuh di bawah.
Enggak, ini atas. Aduh. Oh, masuk. Bisa masuk.
Not all the technician go through the platform, right? So I'm wondering how Optimize protect the single source of truth in that scenario.
Well, let me start with the philosophy. We created the platform in order not to control exclusively the devices, but to let you to use the platform because it's better than connecting directly to the device. This is the started idea, but you can, of course, don't give any type of access to the device and control everything from the platform. But if you have both and you want to be sure that you are able to control, in that case, the configure feature does exactly this. So every couple of minutes, usually, the system, the platform is able to check the configuration and see if it changes. It's not an auto rollback silent. Everything is done by your approval, because sometimes you could be, I don't know, you could be on a site and the device has no internet access or is unable to talk with the platform, and you have to change something because it's urgent. And yes, of course, the config will alert you that there is something that changes and it's not the same on the platform, and you can relock the configuration, because you can say, okay, no, it's me, it is correct, so relock the configuration with the new one. The new one is the golden configuration.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Paulo.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm sorry to everybody. Something on Google Meet has gone strange, pushed out everybody. Me too. So I don't know why, but anyway, I'm sorry because
I have question, Mr. Paulo, but there is in chat any question from Andre Bastian. In this AI era, does Optimize provide an MCP server for agentic AI integration?
Yes. Okay. The answer is yes. And let me just share a little bit another window here, because we also have we have just released the ARIA platform that is on top of Mikrotik. That is an agentic diagnostic and remediation solution. Let me just see if I can log in. Today my one password is not working as expected, sorry. And yeah, the answer is absolutely yes. Admin at aria.ai. Okay, maybe it's correct. And yes, we can provide API. And okay, this is what you can do also. You can chat directly with the platform and see the CPE seems to have internet poor. Do a bandwidth test, and for example, change configuration and so on. So you can have the MCP connected to your codecs or to your cloud installation or not. And what you can do also here, let me just show you in the end. You can also, okay, Optimize on the footer has the API documentation. So everything you do on the platform calls an API. So you can integrate. So the MCP calls the APIs. Other questions? Let me just see if there are raised hands. I have to reset up. No, okay.
There is any question? Okay. I have question, Mr. Paulo.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I see on your dashboard, maybe in 1,000 or 100 device. So yes. The question, how does the mass provisioning system handle to workload to prevent bottleneck or configuration failure?
The mass provisioning, you say? Okay. As of now, let me. I don't know if I have understood correctly the question, but when you put the Mikrotik device on the platform, the system automatically creates an OpenVPN connection in point-to-point address, inside of which talks with the API. So Optimize talks with Mikrotik with API, and so the traffic inside of the tunnel is very, very poor. It's like a couple of strings, okay, let's say this, plus the SNMP. So SNMP also is passing through the tunnel, okay? And well, the platform itself, so on the device perspective, the load is just a a script that is running every couple of seconds in order to just update information to the platform on one side, and an OpenVPN connection. So you can scale. We have also installation with more than 10,000 devices, and on the orchestrator part, of course, we have several OpenVPN servers, not for the traffic, it's for the concurrent session. And OpenVPN on the Linux kernel is single-threaded, so we have to load balance them. But yeah, except for this, there are no limitations.
Okay. I have one question again. Okay.
Yeah.
I think from business and operational standpoint for ISP, the question is what is the typical reduction in man hours and operational expenditure after migrate to optimize?
Well, you think there are several departments that can benefit from using a platform like OptiWise. I can tell you that we have observed that help desk teams can optimize the work hours from 60 to 83% of the time. It's a lot, because let's say this: when I receive a call or a ticket from a customer that is asking me a configuration change or a request for the bug, like internet is low, or I have some packet loss, what usually you do, you have a list of your devices, you have to select which is the IP address of the Winbox, put in the IP address, connect, the bug, see, and so on. On OptiWise, you have just to put on the name of the device, click on troubleshoot, or connect directly to the device and see how what is wrong or not. So yeah, and for delivery department, it's more or less the same, because instead of unpacking the device, connecting, opening the net install or whatever, connecting like which is the IP, I have to connect inside, I have to copy and paste the template, find and replace, you can do in just 2 clicks. So yeah, there are a lot of time reduction, and also you can reduce also the errors, because what we have seen is also if you do copy and paste from a notebook scripting, if you do several times, and sometimes you can be wrong on copying things.
Yeah. Thank you. I have more question, but I want to email you.
Oh yeah, whenever you want, you can reach. And yeah, let me just maybe point to the last slide where you can find the email, because maybe it's good to share. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So in order to reply back to a question, this session will be recorded and will be available, I think, on YouTube, so everybody can watch again and reach us to ask every type of question. I would like to remind that if you want to play with the platform, you can use it. You can create a new trial. If you are a student, you will have the student license, so with no expiration and with everything working.
Okay. Yang lain,
okay, so
ada ada yang mau ini bertanya lagi? Silakan. Ada? I think Mr. Ono is react out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sudah Pak Koko, silakan.
Alright. Okay. How about Mr. Paulo? Is there enough? Enough for today, right? Okay.
If there are no more questions, I think we can, yeah.
All right.
They help everybody.
maybe my student wanna ask, but yeah, maybe confused or I don't know, and maybe my student can ask to me, and I send to you via email, like that, like we talked yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe, yeah, maybe Indonesian to Indonesian, maybe it's better for,
Yes.
and you can help me, yes, just to to
All right.
handle the
I will,
question. I'm unable to understand on the language side.
all right. I will question. I will send you the question. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. And now we have reached the end of today's webinar. But before I close the webinar, let's move to the photo group first.
Itu dimatiin dulu tuh
Maybe
presentasinya.
the audience can on the camera.
Presentasinya dimatiin dulu.
Yeah. Aja yang ya.
Ntar dulu.
Jangan lupa ngisi kehadiran ya untuk sertifikat.
Ntar dulu.
Open your camera please.
Please. Kita foto bersama dulu ya teman-teman.
Ya.
Ntar dulu. Soalnya susah nih.
Dihitung Pak.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oke. Selanjutnya
Slide berikutnya yang susah nih.
oke, 1, 2, 3. Oke. Lagi yang selanjutnya. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright. It's enough for the photo group. Okay, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Mr. Ono Widodo for opening this event, and Mr. Agung who helped me today, and to Mr. Paulo Vicentin for the informative presentation and live demonstration. And I would also like to thank all of participants for your enthusiasm, engagement, and thoughtful question. And I hope today's webinar has provided valuable knowledge and practical insights into cloud-based network management and the future of community networking. I am Koko Asmara, and it has been my pleasure serving as your moderator today. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. Stay connected, keep learning, and see you at our next event. And goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Paulo.
Thank you, everybody. It was very
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Paulo.
Thank you. It was very pleasure.
I'm so sorry if there are any trouble today. So much trouble.
No problem. We have done everything. So
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave first, Mr. Paulo. See you at next event.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to close the session. So thank you, everybody, and have a nice afternoon and have a nice day.
Saya udah live. Dulu. Nggak tahu. Tadi ngecurnya pakai apaan, Pak? Saya nggak bisa ke slide berikutnya soalnya.
Bukan, itu agak susah Pak ngeceknya. Saya tadi pakai capture biasa.
Terus ke slide berikutnya gimana? Ke slide berikutnya gimana? Ke slide berikutnya.
Nah,
Ini kan 26 nih.
nah, nggak apa-apa, ini aja udah Pak bacanya.
Oh, kalau ini sih dari tadi nih kerekam semua videonya.
Pakai
Ini ngerekam video nih. Ya udah. Yang punya akun ini siapa? Yang punya akun ini siapa? Akunnya langsung matiin aja Pak, biar mereka nggak